and a good chunk of Idaho along with it. But a different God seemed to reign along the shores of Eagle Lake, one that embraced peace instead. Lucas and Father had tried to erase her doubts, but neither had succeeded. When her soul cried out in desperation, she could find a glimpse of God here and feel for the briefest of moments as if she were truly alive. On nights like this, when her heart longed for answers, she desperately needed this glimpse. A smooth stone glimmered by her foot, and she plucked it from the mud, tossing it back into the water. Then she listened to its gentle splash before it disappeared. What would it be like to untie one of the boats along the dock and drift away? Or wander into the cold water, let it swallow her up in depths that dropped hundreds of feet, mirroring the height of snow-swept mountains around them? What would it feel like to just be gone? A coyote howled in the distance, mimicking a baby's cry, and the cry brought her back. No matter how much she wanted to leave this compound, this life, she couldn't leave Elsie behind. The mist shivered as if it knew the sunlight would chase it away soon, that everything was about to change. She should return to bed before Lucas awakened, but she couldn't think inside their cabin, couldn't worry or even wonder what would happen if she tried to step outside the gates, the barbed wire, alone. Inside the cabin, she tried not to feel at all. All she did was hold her daughter and wish they could steal away together in the night. A wish she could never tell another soul, not even whisper to Elsie. Others in the Aryan Council had longed for an escape, but they never ran far. Her father wouldn't allow it. Often they never ran at all. Those people simply disappeared like the sinking stone. The lake lapped over her toes again, delivering its chill from a long journey down the mountains. Then a light flickered through the fog, a tiny spark on the water, a lone star in this galaxy of night. She stared at the spark until a flame, as sharp as her husband's sword, dipped and curled itself in the black space, piercing the edge of the veil, its glow burning through her mind. A nightmare, she thought, of fire and screaming and people trying to scale the barbs and spikes on their property's fence. She must still be asleep in the cottage above the lake, Lucas at her side, Elsie rocking in her cradle beside them. Only a dream. A siren shattered the silence, rippling across her skin, slicing through the mist in her mind. This was no dream, nor was it a drill. Her father wouldn't allow the guards in their gatehouse to train without warning. A siren meant the men must fight, the women and children run. She knew exactly what she was supposed to do if the enemy attacked. Father had boats waiting to transport the women and children, and eventually the men to the opposite shore. Deep in the mountains, far from town, was another compound called Eagle's Nest, a fortress stockpiled with weapons and enough food to last a decade if necessary. A hiding place their enemy would never find. She was supposed to run, but her feet froze in the mud. The flames lapped against her parents' cottage, like the water across her feet, and in a blink, the fire devoured the pine. People poured out of their homes now, screaming with the blare of sirens. Was Lucas still in their cottage? He'd been asleep when she crept down to the shore, but sometimes he left during the night as well. Had they left Elsie alone? Fear swept through her, igniting her feet. Instead of climbing into a boat, Sarah raced up the hill until another young woman, Amy, grabbed her arm, tried to pull her toward the water. "You can't go back, Sarah." A second cottage succumbed to the blaze, then one beside it. Her cabin was next. "Elsie!" she cried out, shaking off the woman's hold. Not that her daughter could respond, but she must know her mom was coming, that she would never leave her baby alone to face this fire.